well, after work was over, we had we put some T111 up inside the office of the shop.
Decorative exterior plywood.
Yes, where it looks like it's
Siding.
boards, but it's just routed in grooves, or however they do it. I'm not a manufacturer of that, and it reminded me that we should talk about these shears because we use these shears to cut fiberglass insulation.
Bad insulation.
Yeah, fiberglass insulation. I have since we started carrying these like 2.5 years ago, and since carrying these, I go to grab it all the time.
Right.
I go to grab these all the time.
Right.
This is not. At first, I was like, shears, and Bennett Baryonyx manufactures these, and so they're American made out of Maine. Well, I don't know if they're made in Maine, but they're distributed out of Maine. He took design elements of old vintage shears and combined everything into what these are, the Humboldt shears. These kind of go in line with what we're talking about today, where it's like scissors got cheap. They got plastic handles. They became more scissors than actual shears, things that are like a utility tool, because manufacturing and demand. I mean, like people are more cutting paper and things like that, but
well, the demand just recently in the last probably 25 years has been, the boomers get older, they get into quilting, they get into sewing,
fabric.
And so the fabric industry has been big. And so if you want to get a really nice scissors, you get a fabric scissors.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that too many guys are stealing their wives and their girlfriends' scissors and are getting in trouble. So I have a feeling that I own one. Yeah. And this is an unpaid plug for this, but my wife now borrows this when she needs to cut some heavy duty stuff.
And I encourage everyone who works here in the warehouse to use these because they're safe. These are a lot safer than a razor blade or a pocket knife. We can all carry around these fancy Benchmade and Benchmades and all these crazy fancy knives that everybody is super into, but this tool right here has a chisel point on it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. You can kind of see the chisel point there. But anyway, this works like this. You don't have to open it. You just grab it. You take that point. You just score the tape. Cut the box open. You don't even have to open these things up. And then also we cut banding on pallets with this steel banding. It'll slice steel banding, chicken wire. It'll cut your finger off if you want, if that's what you're into. But the cool thing with these is that they unbolt, and then you can clean them, sharpen them, maintain them. Yeah. And we've got a few customers who swear upon having these in their kitchen for processing meat and vegetables and things like that. So they're heavy.
You could quarter a chicken pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely. Shears changed over the years, and now we're trying to work on bringing back a shears that is like, I wouldn't say unbreakable, but it's very sturdy, time tested. It feels like the shears that you saw sitting on your teacher's desk when you were a child.
So lucky enough to find your grandpa's toolbox somewhere.
Exactly.
From the 40s.
Yeah, so I keep one of these in the van in the toolbox. We got a drawer system in the back, and I always have one of these. I've got one on my desk. We got one on the shipping counter. There's one always floating around the warehouse somewhere stashed, and then we've got one in the house. So yeah, these are like everywhere because I find use with them all the time. Definitely, I feel like I'm salesman these, but like definitely if you haven't tried these yet, pick them up. If you don't like them for some reason or they don't fit your hands, because they are a little bit big. I don't have super big hands, but like I know that the high schoolers that help us, they struggle with them sometimes, but you can give them away if they don't fit your hands, and whoever you give these to is going to be super into it. So yeah.